A Christmas message from Bishop Robert McGuckin, Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Toowoomba.
Not so long ago we had end-of-year school functions, and quite impressive, a number of our students leaving school, going for jobs or for university. And I have to say I was incredibly impressed with the speeches they gave and the values that these young people have: social justice, care for the earth, looking after the community in which we live, which is a very important thing, that we all be conscious of the fact that we are part of a community where we live, where we might be moving to. And I think the future with these young people leaving year 12 is looking very good, and I'm very happy about that. At the close of the year, I suppose we look backwards to the year, and there's been a mixed year with difficulties. We reflect on war in Ukraine, famine in various parts of the world, and very much the floods that we've had, continuing and repeating floods in many parts of Australia. In recent days, I think we've all been shocked by the tragedies that has taken place out at Chinchilla and Tara, in that area. The indeed loss of life by Constable Rachel McCrow and Constable Matthew Arnold, who indeed gave the great sacrifice of their lives for the community. Certainly with honour they served. We remember also Mr. Alan Dare, the neighbour there, who was also tragically and suddenly taken from us. So I think we're conscious of the role that our police play. Sometimes I think we take that for granted, and I think the days that have been passed, and I've been to Chinchilla and Tara, the great support there is in the communities, that we indeed give thanks for the lives of the officers who have given the ultimate, and certainly with honour they served. And we remember them, and we remember their colleagues and the police staff, and indeed their families, and then also the whole community. And the communities are suffering, but indeed the wonderful support that we give to each other is something that we shouldn't take for granted. It's also a time of the year, I think, when we reach out for others who maybe are less fortunate than ourselves. We may be celebrating wonderful times ourselves, but there may be people in our community who really lack housing, difficulty finding rental properties, interest stress that they might be suffering paying mortgages back. But indeed, we reach out to those people who are in need of help, and we indeed might be able to make an offering in charitable to Binnies or to Caritas or to some other charity that is operating in our community. We also, it's a busy time, and we need to stop sometimes and just reflect on what we're about at this time of the year. We're celebrating the birth of Christ, that peace and joy which is meant to come to us. But if we're just caught up with things, sometimes we can miss that, miss the opportunity that we have to indeed give thanks for what we have, reach out in forgiveness to people, reach out to those who are less fortunate than ourselves. So may we find space to some quiet time for ourselves when we can reflect on where we are in our journey through life, that we are all on this pilgrimage. Many of you may be travelling to visit family and friends, so indeed I pray that you might travel safely, obey all the rules of the road, that we might arrive at our destinations safely, and that we might protect the earth on which we live. And I wish you and your family the peace and the joy of Christmas, the joy that we are called upon to receive ourselves and to share with others. And may the blessings of the Lord be with you for Christmas, and may 2023 be a year full of happiness and joy. God bless all of you. Thank you.
That was a Christmas message from Bishop Robert McGuckin.